Welcome to this basic Ansys tutorial, guys. In this video, we will be performing the static structural analysis on this basic geometry. We will model this part first, and then we will assign material to it, and then we will assign some boundary conditions to it, and we'll create mesh after that, and then we will solve it. So let's begin. The modeling part is done in SolidWorks software, which is more efficient modeling software than Ansys. But if you want to create this part in Ansys, then the decision is really up to you. But I would prefer to model this part in SolidWorks. So I'm making a part file. So click on part and click OK. And from here we can select the units. And I'm working in millimeters, so selected mmgs. And after that we need to select a plane. So I'm selecting on this top plane and selecting this very first option, that is sketch. And after that I am selecting here a center rectangle tool and create a rectangle at this origin like this. Now let's assign some dimensions. For that, select smart dimensioning tool, and here we need to specify the length of this line. So you can specify any length. I'm specifying as 200, and the width of this rectangle 150. This is a bit larger, so 125 is fine. And now let's go to features and extrude it to assign it the third dimension. And here we need to assign it some dimension. I think this is somewhat larger. Okay, assign it a dimension and then check this box from here. So this is just a rectangular box, and I'm going to create some geometry on this face. So select this face and click on sketch, and after that, for reference, I'm making here a center line from this midpoint to this midpoint, and after that select a circle and create here a circle. And here I would recommend to create some other geometry than circle. So I'm creating a rectangle. Now let's assign some dimension to it. So the diameter of this circle is 40 millimeter, and here assign the width of this rectangle 40, and this dimension the same as 40. So from this corner to this line, here assign some dimension. So the distance is 25, and similarly the distance between the midpoint of the circle to this line is 45. Now go to features and cut this. For that, select extruded cut, and here specify through all and check this box. Now the part has been created. We need to save this. So click on save as, and here I would recommend you to create a specific folder and then save this file. And we need to save this file as step file. So you can save it as SolidWorks file and also save it as step file. But in Ansys, we will be importing the step file. So I'm opening Ansys. So you have to type Workbench and then click on it. The Ansys will get opened. Okay. So here we have different types of analysis systems. We need static structural. So you need to double tap on it. Okay, and here you can rename this title. It's an optional step. And now I'm going to explain you each of these steps. So first, this is engineering data. So here we have different materials available. As you can see, these are different windows. And from here, select this option, engineering data. And in this very top window, the first window, we have different materials available. And here are the properties of these material, the selected material. By default, the structural steel has been selected, so these properties are for the structural steel. So in this we can select any material. So these are general materials, and after selecting the general materials, basically these are different materials available in that category. We can select any material for our analysis, but I'm selecting here cast iron. So I have to click on this plus option, and this book like icon should appear. It means that it has been added. in the project. So I have to go into the project now, and we are done with the engineering data, and then we need to import the geometry. So right click here on this geometry, and here click on insert geometry and click on browse. We need to go into the folder where we have saved it, and we have to open the step file and click open. This step has been done as well. And now moving on to the next one, which is model. So I'm double clicking here, and as you can see, this written here starting mechanical, which means that now the geometry will get open and we have to assign some boundary conditions to it. Here is our geometry that we have created in SolidWorks. These are two faces. I will fix one of these faces and will apply a force, basically a compressive force on the other face. Okay, so these are the options available. We have to click on this geometry. This is the part. When we click on this part, we have to assign this material. So since we have imported the gray cast iron, so select here gray cast iron, and the material has been assigned to it, the gray cast iron. And after that, we have these other options. So right click here on mesh, and here click generate mesh. So a basic mesh has been generated, although we can modify this mesh. So we have sizing here. We can modify it from here as well, from coarse to fine. But right click here on the mesh, and here we have the option for the sizing. So click on sizing. When you select it, here we need to select this all geometry. So here we have the option for the body. So click on this body option, and when you select the part, now all the part has been selected. And here we have to specify the sizing for the mesh. So I'm specifying here 6 millimeter, and now click on apply, and we only have to update this now. So you can update from here, and that's how we can specify the mesh size. So if you specify the less mesh size, it will take more time for the computation. So we have to be very careful when we specify the mesh size. And now we are going to specify some boundary conditions. So here I am selecting fixed support, and I am selecting this face, and I'm clicking here apply, and now this size has been fixed. Now right click here, go to insert, and here we will be selecting the force, and I am selecting this face, and here I am specifying, let's say 500 Newton force, and we have to specify the direction for the force. So I would like to specify the inward direction, so that can be called as compressive force. And after that, we can click here apply, and then click here apply as well. So a 500 Newton force has been applied. And now right click here on the solutions, and we need to tell the Ansys which results we want. So I want here the deformation, total deformation, and then right click here insert, and here I want the result for the stress or strain. So I'm selecting this one, and now we only have to click on solve. So I'm selecting here this option solve, and this is solving, and here we have the results for the stress, strain, and deformation. We can animate it as well from here. So that's how we can perform the very basic analysis, FEA, static structural analysis, in Ansys software. So if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.